all the way down. You can flatten out your feet as well, let them drop out to the sides. Roll your shoulders a little bit underneath you. And we'll start with a yoga breath, so complete yoga breathing. You can place your hands on your abdomen if you want to feel it rising as you inhale, and then falling back down as you exhale. So focus on breathing into that lower area of your stomach. It's just moving down and away the diaphragm to have more room for the lungs. Breathing in through your nose and exhaling through your mouth, just to release any tension and get super relaxed and in the moment. Then rise your hands up to where your ribs start, so you can feel your ribs. And then expand into that middle section of your lungs. Feel the ribs pulling apart, widening, and then let them release and come back in towards the center. Inhaling, expanding, and exhaling, contracting back down. Let's focus on the upper area now, so let's place our hands a little bit higher, just above where the chest is. And focus on breathing into the top area of your lungs. A lot of us tend to just breathe into this area most of our day. So it's really good to acknowledge all three areas and make sure we deep breathe when we want to calm down. Then we'll bring it all together to get a really deep and grounding breath. So we'll inhale, fill up from the bottom to the middle, to the top. And then exhaling like a wave from the top, middle, down. So you may place one hand on the abdomen to feel that rising first in your inhale. All the way to the chest, and exhaling back down. Release all the air. Squeeze in the abs. A couple more here at your own time. You can maybe start exhaling through the nose as well as inhaling through the nose. Really get centered. Just you and your mat. Alright, relax your hands again beside you. We'll start bringing in our knees towards our chest to warm up the body. Start by doing a few cycling feet. So like you're riding a bike, press your heels towards the ceiling. If you want a little bit more, maybe press the heels away from your face a bit more. And then we'll bring the knees together like a table. Bring your shins parallel to the ground. And we'll just shift our knees left to right, rocking side to side on that lower back, warming it up. Maybe if you go a little further, catch the knees with your hands to help you go over to the other side. Still focusing on your breath, so inhaling as it shifts to the side, exhaling as you come back to center. Then back into the middle with your knees. Let's widen the legs. Bring the feet down. Pull the legs back together and pull the knees in. So we're widening the legs, bringing them down towards the floor, pulling the legs together and pulling the knees back in. It's a bit of a reverse froggy kick. Waking up our abdominal muscles. So really engaging your muscles, and try not to lift your lower back here. If you're lifting your lower back, press it back to the ground with your abs, and maybe just pull back on the leg movement. Don't go too far. Make sure your muscles in the abs are engaging. And then reverse that movement. So we'll point the legs straight forwards first, straightening the legs, widening them, and then pulling the knees in to the sides. Bring them back to center. Straightening the legs in the middle, widening them apart, pulling the knees back together. Warming up our hip sockets here. Need a little bit of heat in the body. Alright, now bring your knees back together. Pull your knees in with your hands around your shins. Give yourself a hug. And then we'll start rocking, placing your hands maybe underneath the knees, where your hamstrings are. And just do small little rocks, backwards and forwards. And we're actually going to come up to a standing pose from here. So if you're ready, you can go all the way up already. You'll just have a few rocks to warm up and then come up to standing. We'll find ourselves in mountain pose. So your feet are underneath your hips, spreading the toes wide. So you've got the tripod of your foot activated, the mound of your big toe and the little toe are planted in the ground. Your arches are lifting, your heels on the ground. Those 3 points connected to the earth. Feeling the energy coming up through your legs, engaging the leg muscles, and then just checking in with your pelvis. So place one hand maybe on the front of your pelvis and the back, and just check where that tilt is. So tilt it forwards by tucking the tailbone, and then tilt it back by arching the lower back, and find that midpoint between those two movements. Engaging your abdomen, lifting your sternum up nice and tall, rolling the shoulders back and down your spine, and just open the palms up to your sides. Maybe close your eyes, feel the balance and the stability of your feet holding you. Rising our hands up all the way to the sky now. You can place the palms together and then do a small back arch for me. So leaning back a little bit, maybe gazing up to the sky, and then halfway fold. So bringing the body forward, bending in the knees and coming down. You can place your hands on the shins and straighten the spine here. Inhale. And exhale, halfway fold, generous bend in the knees. Inhale, placing your hands gently on the floor and then sliding your left foot back. And then exhale, sinking a little deeper into those hips, bringing the sternum up, pressing it forward, and then pressing into the hands, sliding the right foot back into all fours. Inhale, we'll do a cow, so pressing your sternum again forward, and exhale, cat, so rounding the back. 2 more here, inhaling. Sternum comes through between the arms, and exhaling, rounding the back, tucking the chin. 1 more, big smile as you come forward with the chest, and then exhaling, tucking the chin, rounding the spine. Finding your neutral position here. So just checking in that your hands are underneath your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. And we'll start rising the right hand up forwards. Lifting through the left arm, so pressing through that left hand, feeling nice and strong and stable. And if you want more, then lifting the left leg as well, the opposite to the right arm. Again, core strengthening here, so engaging that muscle, pulling your navel towards the spine. If you want a little bit of an opening here, you can rotate that the right arm back towards the back of the room. Bend your left knee and maybe grab the toes of that foot that's in the air. And press into that foot, kicking it away from you. So pulling into the shoulder and into the thigh of that leg. Nice opening for the chest as well. And coming back down onto all fours, relaxing the limbs. We'll go the other side, left hand rises, right leg kicks back. Building strength here, pressing through to the ground with the right hand. Spreading the fingers of that right hand as well, distributing the weight. A few more inhales and exhales here. With your next exhale, reach that left hand back. Tuck your back toes towards your bum, so your right leg is bending. And then if you can grab hold, kick the right foot back. Open up that leg, feel the thigh stretching. Maybe lift the chest a little bit. And release into all fours. Build the heat up. Alright. Now tucking your toes and coming into your first downward dog, pressing your hips up to the sky. Still bending your knees. Think about pressing through the floor with your hands and then pulling your hips away from your shoulders, lengthening in the spine here. Then walking your dog one at a time, pressing the left heel down, bending the right knee more. And then press into the right heel down towards the floor, left knee bends. One more time on each side. And then walking your dog, so walking the feet one step at a time towards your hands until we come into forward fold and rolling your spine up slowly into mountain pose again for me. Hands rise up, back arch, clasp your hands if you like, gazing up to the sky, lean back, inhale, and exhale coming forwards. Inhale in mountain pose, feel the strength of your feet holding you. And exhale, halfway fold. So coming down with the spine, bending the knees, lengthening through the neck, tucking the chin a little bit. Inhale here, and then exhale, halfway fold, all the way down, Placing your hands, inhale, step the right foot back this time, and pressing your hips down towards the floor. Sternum lifts, inhale, and exhale, left foot steps back, all fours again for me. Inhale, we'll do a few more cat-cows. Exhale, wrap around, chin tucks into the chest. Inhale, bringing your chest through the arms. And exhale, rounding the spine. Finding your neutral position again. Let's rise the right hand up one more time. Left leg lifts. And then we're going to pull the left leg in towards your chin or nose and draw the right hand into your side. Lengthening out again, inhaling. And exhaling, pulling in the knee towards the nose. One more time. Inhaling, extend. And exhale, pulling in. Let all the air out and then finding all fours again on the floor. Maybe have a little walk in your hands, shifting weight from one to the other. Same with your knees. Have a little dance. Puppies! Alright, and then tucking your toes. Oh, sorry, we're going to go other side. Left hand rises. Right leg lifts. And then pulling in that right knee in towards your chin. Inhaling, lengthen. Exhaling, squeeze it all in, let all the air out. Inhale, one more. Really long, and then exhale, squeeze in, make one little ball. And back into all fours. Tucking your toes, finding your downward dog again for me. Hips come up to the sky. Heels press down to the floor, bending your knees. Nice and long in the spine. And then walk or jump towards your hands. So maybe gaze between the hands, get a little whoop. Feet come towards the hands, halfway fold. Rising up, rolling the spine. Hands come up to the sky. And a small back bend. Finding your mountain pose. Heads come to heart center. Checking in that your pelvis is still in that neutral position. Catch your breath. Lifting your hands back up. Small arch in the back one more time. And halfway fold. Reach the hands back, nice long spine, bending the knees. Inhale here. Exhale all the way down. Head drops. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, drop the left foot back. Inhale, lifting the sternum. And exhale, draw the right foot back. Now we're in plank, so dropping the hips a little bit. You can either be on your toes or your knees. Checking in with your hands, so you're spreading them out wide. And then we'll roll onto our right leg or foot, if you're stacking on the toes, and come into a side plank, so the left hand lifts and rises to the sky. You can maybe lift that left leg, a bit of extra juice. Awesome, Minori, on the toes. Alright, coming back to center plank and turning over to the other side. Right hand lifts up to the sky. Maybe lift up top foot and come back to center. Coming down, bending the elbows all the way to the floor and rolling your shoulders back and down your spine, lifting the sternum for cobra and coming down, pressing through the hands all the way to downward dog. Hips come up. You can walk and or jump towards your hands again, so maybe gazing through towards your hands. Get a little hop. Forwards, halfway fold. Rising up. Hands come to sky. Small back bend. Inhale. Exhale, find your mountain. Inhale. Exhale, halfway fold. Bending the knees. Long spine. Inhale. Exhale all the way down. Hands come to the floor. Right foot steps back. Knee comes down. Press the hips down. Lift the sternum with your inhale. And exhale all the way to plank. Left foot comes back. On your toes if you want that extra juice this time. Hold it. And turning to your right side one more time. Left hand lifts. This time if you want an extra juice again, lifting that top foot, bending the knee this time and grabbing it with the top hand. Getting a thigh stretch as we're up in the air. Hand comes back to floor and back to center with that top foot. Lifting the right hand, coming onto the other side. Maybe the right leg. Maybe bending that leg and grab hold of the toes. And release, come back to center. And all the way down to cobra, bending your elbows tight towards the body. Tummy touches the floor. Rolling the spine, the shoulders down your spine. Lift the sternum. And exhale, relax. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Downward dog. Walkie dog for me. One heel at a time, pressing towards the floor. And then again, walk or jump to the front. Halfway fold. Rising up to mountain pose. Hands to sky. Small back bend. Hands come to heart center. Lifting the hands one more time. Inhaling here, lengthening the body. And then tilt yourself to the right side. So really pressing the hands over to the right side, opening up in the left body. Inhaling, come back to center. And exhaling, pull your hands over to the left side, opening the right side of the body. Inhaling back to center. Feel grounded in both feet. And exhaling, halfway fold. Swing the hands back. Nice long spine. And all the way fold down on the exhale. Step both feet back for me again. Into plank first. Drop down on your knees, and we're coming down all the way to our dummies. Bringing your hands forward, so your elbows are underneath your shoulders, into Sphinx pose. So it's a little bit more of an opening for the front, pulling your chest through towards the front, pressing into the hands. You feel a bit of compression in the lower back. Engage your abdomen and lengthen the spine as you pull forward. If you want a little bit more, maybe walk the hands just a little closer towards your hips, but not past your shoulders. And all the way down to your back. Turn your head to the left. Bring your hands down next to you. And just breathe for a moment. Bring your hand back to center. Your head back to center, sorry. And then we're going to rise up through the upper body. So we'll press through the tops of our feet into the floor, parallel our legs, lifting up in the chest, tucking the chin slightly so our neck's nice and long. And maybe lifting the hands here as well. And the arms straight back towards the back of the room. Strengthening the back, bringing the hands maybe forwards if you want a little extra, or to the sides. And resting back down onto the opposite ear. Come back to center with the head. Again, engaging the legs, pressing the tops of the feet into the floor, lifting in the sternum, lifting the chest, rising the hands up if you want, and then bending those toes towards your bum so you can grab hold of the ankles with your hands. Maybe pressing a little further into it, so pushing the feet away now if you've grabbed hold, lifting the chest a little more. Keeping your gaze just to the floor, a little bit ahead of you. And relax. All the way down. Bringing your hands under your shoulders, Press the hips up. And we'll bring our knees in a little closer but wide along with our mat line. And then sitting the hips back towards our heels, wide child's pose. Resting your head on your hands. Bringing your hands underneath you. Bringing your knees into the center again, or maybe just hip width apart. And rising up to stand on our knees. So we're going to grab our fists, a little back bend here, and dig them into the back of our pelvis. So just underneath the lower back with a little bit of a bony but not so cushiony bit as yet for the bum. And then pressing the hips forward with your hands, pulling the elbows towards each other. Opening up through the chest here. If you want a little extra, maybe lean back slightly. Still keeping the chin tucked just a little. And come back up to standing. Bringing the hands forward, one more child's pose here. Rising back up. Same thing again with the hands, pressing the knuckles into the back. Just where the lower back and the bum meets. Pressing your hips forward slightly, engaging the glutes just a little bit, and then maybe leaning back further this time. Opening up through the chest. If you want a little extra, you've got your toes tucked. Maybe you can reach your hands to your heels. Toes tucked or flat, that's really your preference. Really opening up through the chest here. And come back out, or if you want that extra juice, maybe rising one hand up, reaching it over the top and above and back. Bring that hand back down, and the left side, other side. Rise the hand up, reach it back. Both hands back down to the heels or your back. Coming out slowly, tucking your chin, and sitting back again into the wide-legged child's pose. This time, weave your hands through the middle of the feet and tuck your head over to the side. Roll your head over to the other side. Nice deep breath. And come back up slowly. You can come into a Shavasana or stop here. So we'll come down, we'll do a little relaxing moment all the way on our backs. Legs come out wide. Hands splay out to the side, palms up to the sky. Let all that good work you just did settle in your body. Muscle memory. Tuck your chin, maybe just a little, lengthening the back of the neck. Relax the skin between your eyebrows. And just take a moment to thank yourself for carving out this time to get out of your mind and into your body. And wriggle your toes and your fingers. You can stay here if you like it. You want a little longer. Otherwise, bring your knees in towards your chest. Like we did in the beginning, do little rocks to come into a seated position. Woo. Finding a comfortable seated spot. Lifting your hands up to the sky again one more time. Inhaling, collecting all the lovely energy around you and bringing it into your heart. Hands come to heart center, palms together. And thank you for coming. Namaste.